Well, I hope we're live. At least I think we are. I see a red mark. Hello. Thanks for joining me this morning. Or I guess this is going to be a replay for you, whatever is this early in the morning, or the start here. Oh, I don't got no internet on this phone. I'm really prepared, isn't I? That should fix that problem. Hoping everybody's going to have a good weekend. It's the start for me, of course. Do I have internet? Yes, I should. So I think we're going to, hey, Kevin. I didn't quite catch what that was. There we go. Yes, there we go. Live chat. So I got two records. I painted them a while back ago. I'm not exactly happy with them, so we're going to fix that. Well, thank you. Hopefully we fixed the problem. Actually, I don't even know what chat I'm in. Oh, I see what account I'm in. We'll just let it ride there. But I think I want to try to do a space scene or something. I need my live chat over here so I can read it. I don't know if I want to go on the red side of this color wheel or on the yellow side, but I definitely want the purples and blues. I want to try. I can only stay on one half of this, otherwise the things turn to mud. As long as it works, it's all that matters. Did you have a good night last night? Kids keep you up? All right, so where do we want to start? I got Floetrol. This is my additive along with some water that I'm going to mix with my paints. I'm going to use three different kinds of paint. We got some good old house paint. This is a Pittsburgh Ultra. It's a primer and paint in one. It's a base color. I mix it with Floetrol and water. I've got it pre-mixed already. But we're going to use this type of a paint, which is kind of a liquid. And this is more of a hard type. They're all acrylic paints. Mix them with Floetrol and water so they get all nice and runny. Glad your headache went away. Good sleep. I wish I could get some good sleep. I've been up since, 2:30 this morning for some reason. But it is what it is. So this stuff's got to sit for like a day or two. I figure I'll get this painted this morning. I'll head out to the shop, do some work on the cabinets, come back in here and touch some stuff up, clean my mess up. I still got a pile of stuff out there where the shed flipped over. While I'm talking, I need to be stirring. Actually, before that, I'm also going to do some of these light covers. But in order for the paint to stick to these light covers, I need to scratch them up. Just a regular 80 grit sandpaper. Just got to scuff it up enough for the paint to stick to it. I've got 3 of them I'm going to do, try to match a clock with the light covers just to see if I can do it. All right, so I was talking earlier about a space scene. So I don't know if I should go on the red side or the yellow side. I know I definitely don't want any green in it. So I think I want to stay on the red side. What can we talk about? Oh, I got some sparkly paint that I'm going to add in. Just because last time I added it, I really liked it. This stuff here is kind of a really thick paint, similar to this type of stuff. I'm just going to mix it in with the blue. That way, wherever you see blue, it's going to see sparkles. All right, those are scuffed. Grab me some baby wipes here. Wipe these down, let these dry while I mix the paint. I kind of like the colors, but it just doesn't strike me as something I like. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this little trace of blue and white is one thing that I'm going for. I believe it is from this blue mixed with the white that we're going to mix. And I'm going to do a flip cup technique on this painting. All right, we'll set this over here to dry. Jason, good morning. How you doing? It's been a little bit. I've used your knife on my last couple lives for my mail calls. Okay, wiped off, sanded. Let's get to mixing. We're going to put the yellow away because we're not going to use it. Master's Touch acrylic paint. This is just a purple. It's a lighter colored. Let's throw about, it is open. Let's throw about that much in there. Get me a stir stick. Now I've filtered, well, strained this Floetrol. It kind of gets clumpy. You definitely don't want clumps in this. My goal on the mixed here is approximately 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. And then add water until it gets to a texture that I like. Yeah, Kevin used your knife also. I believe we have the same one. So eBay's treating you well, I take it? I know you had a post out not too long ago about why you haven't been around. All right, so that's pretty thick. We want this paint to be free flowing. So I'm going to add just a couple drops of water. We're going to hope it's just a couple drops of water. Let's see how that works. One of the worst things about this painting stuff is mixing the paint. Still pretty runny. So if these pallets you're buying, do you go pick them up or do you have them shipped to you? Charles, how we doing? Thanks for stopping by. You come to watch me make a mess? Oh, I ran out of shower curtains, and I have found out if I take a big one of those 55-gallon trash drum liners and open it up, it covers my table. Logan, how we doing? I appreciate you stopping in. I hope you like that Huggy that I made. When are you going to receive that? We're going to add just a little bit more water to this, and we'll move on to another color, and we'll come back. Well, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, Kevin sent me the picture of his pond, and I was like, hey, I think I could do something with that. Oh, I'm glad she does like her painting. Now, how did you decide to seal that? I've been using acrylic, of course, or not acrylic, but epoxy, and then something called polyacrylic in a can. I've tried a satin, which I didn't care for that much, and I just did in a gloss that turned out pretty good. All right, let's get up here and see if you can see this runniness. I want it to puddle just a little bit and then disappear is the thickness that I'm going for. So we're going to let this one set and move on to a different color and make sure that we stir them all again before we start over. Now we got a violet for the next color. Good morning, Lila. How are you? You want to have some coffee with me and watch me make a mess? Well, there's about how much I squirted in that. And we're going to try to double the amount of Floetrol. Speaking of coffee, I got to keep caffeinated. I've been up for a while, so I started my second pot before I started this live. I don't know if you can see that, but look at it stir up. Don't that just look nifty? Nice and thick. Okay, polyurethane in a rattle can. That's pretty much what I've been doing. Now, I did pull out my vacuum pot. I have a polyurethane in a 1 ounce can. I'm going to stir it and suck out all the bubbles out of it and try to brush on some, I got some little tiles that I made coasters out of, but I need to seal them. That's a dark, dark purple. Let's add some water to this one and get it thinned. What are we painting? Okay. We're painting records. I make clocks out of these here. This will be up your guys' alley. Here's a camouflage clock that I did. I guess it looks like that, but it's just literally a record. I paint it, I epoxy it. Well, you retracted your message. Was you cussing? I do like the colors a little bit, but it just doesn't, I don't know. I just don't like this one, so I want to paint over it. This is the other one. I want to paint over this one also. And I also have some light switches that I'm going to paint. My choices of Doug, good morning. How are you? So my choices of paints today are a Master's Touch acrylic paint. I don't even remember what this is, but it's a thick, real thick paint compared to this semi-thick. And good old house paint from Menards. Some Pittsburgh house paint. I tell you what, I ain't very lagged about today. That's a good surprise. Still a little thick. So what's everybody's plans for today? I know if it's not too much windy or really windy, I need to pull some of the stuff up from where my garage blew away. I got a big stack of tires I want to move, and all the stuff that I didn't really mind getting wet needs to find a new home. No, it says acrylic right on it. It's an acrylic. It's just really thick. I'll show you here in a second. I'm going to use my black, white, and red. Actually, I probably ain't going to use black because we got the paint, the house paint, which is an interior primer, latex, both in one. It's a base color. So that was that violet. And we're going to do this ultramarine blue. So this stuff, it's not exactly runny, but it's not really thick either. I've got a little bit started as far as garden stuff. I've got some straight 8 cucumbers and the white spine cucumbers and watermelon, cantaloupe and crane melon, some loofah, tomatoes and peppers, pumpkins, of course. Here's that blue. I don't think I put enough Floetrol in there. So Doug, you're putting up a new electric fence for the pigs. Is that to expand paddocks? Is that what they're called, paddocks? Or are they knocking stuff down? Boy, that's thick. Okay, you're expanding. Good. So are they doing a real good job of rooting everything up and making a bunch of ankle breaking areas when you're walking through? Well, I think I did something wrong with this color. I added too much water. One thing I do want to do is add this stuff. That might thicken it up. So all this is, it's like a model car paint, but it's a metallic flake. It's a slightly different color. We're going to add it in there just because. I think we got a problem. No sense in wasting another stick. Which blue you like, the metallic blue or the aquamarine? Because we're getting ready to add sparkles. Hopefully that thickens it up. If not, we'll just add more Floetrol. One thing I hate about the painting process is mixing the paint, of course. Same with the acrylic. There's a lot of mixing with the acrylic also. I like the metallic blue, but I like what it does when I add the two together too. Now I just ordered a little mixer to see if this helps or if I splatter paint everywhere. Now I did spend probably an hour and a half a few days ago cleaning up paint off the kitchen floor here, or dining room. That did make it a lot thicker. There is the new color. There's going to be sparkles to it, that's for sure. Now here's the red I was talking about. No, that's white. Let's put that in there too. See how thick that is? That is a lot different. There's the red. Now this stuff I like to mix like 4 to 1. And of course, everything I do is a guesstimation. Jake, how we doing? Thanks for stopping by. Come to see if I'm going to make a mess. We're going to try to paint a space scene today, or pour a space scene. See how chunky that is? But I don't like this one here, so I'm going to paint over that. I'm going to paint over this one. And I'm going to do some matching light covers. Why? Because I can. It's going to be another windy day, I believe, so I'm going to get some stuff done here in the morning, or in the house here. I'm going to go out to the garage, get some stuff started, and then I'll work out in the yard while I can and check back and forth between the two. Yeah, that's super, super thick yet. Let's add some water. Darren, how we doing? Thanks for stopping in. How's things down under? I appreciate it. They just come to me. I don't know how I pick the colors. I just think they're cool looking and mix them together. I've got 4 of them now. I got one hanging up at the wife's salon, and I got 3 sitting over here. The 2 that I posted on Instagram and Facebook not too long ago. City Girl, Country Heart, thanks for stopping in. So has you and Darren been chatting it up and decided to come pay me a visit? Heading to bed and seeing I was live. Well, I appreciate you stopping in. So this is still a little chunky yet, but it's rather runny. We're going to add some more Floetrol to this to maybe thicken it up. One of the other things, whenever they're runny like this, there's Elmer's Glue All. It's just good old glue. I've been accused of eating it quite a few times, but you add it into this, it'll thicken it up, and that's pretty much what the Floetrol is too. So Floetrol, like whenever I used my spray gun back in the day, big 5-gallon pressure tank spray gun, I'd add 3 gallons of latex paint, 2 gallons of Floetrol, and then thin it out with water. I'd spray the lines on the road and then add glass bead to it and make it all sparkly. But that glue all is pretty much the same thing. It's just a little stickier. You see the glue. Yeah, I've been accused of it. All right, we're a little better, a little better. A little chunky yet. Let's set this off to the side and get to the red, which is this one. I'm going to come back and mix them all one more time anyway. We'll go with about, yeah, that much. Why? Why not? Aggie Homestead, how we doing? Thanks for stopping in this morning. We are attempting not to make a mess because I don't want to ruin the shirt or the hat. The hat or the shirt. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to ruin either one of them. But with this thick stuff, we're going to try 4-to-1, and my 4-to-1 earlier was off, apparently. Yeah, we'll try that. Oh, I forgot to show you how ugly that red was. And the best part of it is stirring it when you first start stirring it, I should say, watching the white and the red mix together. Nice and really clumpy at the moment. Add some water. I keep forgetting I'm leaving it up here. So I think we're just going to stick with these 6 colors. We're going to dump it into 1 cup. And then we're going to do a technique called flip cup, which basically we're just going to flip it upside down, let the colors mix together for a little bit, and then let them run. Maybe poke around on some things, make some things stretch some different ways. I don't know about you, but my arm's getting tired. Making video on Kevin. Well, seems everybody here knows each other. I'm glad. Chats are rolling. Keeping each other entertained as I mix paint. We're getting a little better on this one. So I think what I'm going to start doing if I'm going to paint a lot is like mix a pint at a time, maybe. Homestead Family Reclaim popped in. Did I miss him? Hey, I did. How we doing? Thanks for stopping in. What you got going on this morning? Anything good? I'm sure there ain't no snow up there. Still a little thick. Yeah, one of those little power mixers that runs on rechargeable batteries would be really nice. Yes, Darren, I did love those Skinners that you made. I'm sure Jake's going to put them to real good use. Or James. And that was an awful nice gift of you, Jake. No, I don't have no use for that. I've got a collection. Well, you bought them. Yeah, it was too warm for the snow to stick, that's for sure. What is she up to now? Hello, how are you? Yeah, my forearms are definitely getting some exercise also. But we're getting to the consistency I'm needing. Give everything a couple more stirs, and then I guess we're going to commence to making a mess. I'll run through what we're painting one more time. I'll probably have to mix all this painting up one more time, but I won't make you stay for all that. We'll run through the color wheel and show you how I came up with colors. Woo, chat's bouncing. So we're wanting a pretty decent drippy consistency here. We don't want it to puddle up very big on top. And I think we're good. So which one are we going to paint over first? This one? Get some stuff out of the way. We're going to keep this up here. So my black paint is pre-mixed. Let's just go through this real quick. This black paint right here is pre-mixed. It's a Pittsburgh house paint. If You guys want a code or anything, I don't know if you could get that, but there you go. It's mixed probably 4-to-1, 3-to-1, something like that in water to a pretty runny consistency. I put Floetrol in everything. I can't reach the bottle, but Floetrol, what is it? Flood Floetrol for latex paint. I always strain it because it gets clumpy. So we're going to keep the paints here. We'll get rid of the water so I don't knock it over. This is going to be our mixing cup. Don't need any more of these. Set that one aside. See what we got going on here. It's hard to hear me. Oh, all right. Okay. So paints, color wheel. In order not for me to make mud, I just tried to stay to 1/2. And today we're going to stay about that half, if that makes sense. We're going to pour all these into 1 cup. We're going to flip this basically upside down. And then I'm going to pour black paint around it so it makes it easier for things to run around. And we're going to try to make something look cool. How's that sound? This is actually an old record. What was this record? The Best of Jimmy Sturr, whoever he might be. Yes, I've made mud quite a few different times. My paint, or what are you using to put your paint on? It was that first edition Beatles. No, I did do some on some pipe organ training records. That was a few of my things that I've done. What was this one? This one is the Reader's Digest. I'm going to be painting over this one a little later today too. All righty. So what colors are we going to go for? One of the inspirations is this little purple color right in here somewhere. And how I think I got that was this purple along with hitting it with white. Then we're going to go with this purple. We're going to do a lot of this purple. And how about blue next? Now this is the sparkly blue. Red, the higher you go, whenever you pour it, the more it mixes. And then the house paint white. No, black. I'm colorblind, sorry. We're just going to do a little bit because it'll take over. Let that set for a second. Too early for Easter eggs. I have to have my potatoes planted for Easter. Thanks for reminding me. All right, first set of colors down. Let's go back to purple. See if we can let you guys see this. Can you see down in there? Probably not. But we're mixing the colors up. Oh, what did I do next? After that was blue, correct? And red. Back to purple. To white. To purple. Just a little bit left of that blue. What do we got left? Anything? Starting to get messy. I'm flinging paint everywhere. Need to slow down. Well, just think all the work of all that mixing, and we're done. A dab and a dash. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me see here. See black and white. Hee, the chickens. Oh, I should probably put a lid on that because I probably would have spilt that, but I'm going to use it here in just a second. Very specific measurements, yes. A girl's art studio. It's the wife's kitchen. Peter Dell, hello. Thanks for stopping in. All the way from Australia. I appreciate it. All right. Well, so can we see in there? We're going to take it something like that, and we're just going to flip it over. Let all that goodness drain. And then we're going to take this black, pour it all around the edges. So when this paint in the cup comes out and it wants to flow, it can float right on top of this black paint and mix together with it. And this right here is the whole reason I put the trash bags down. All right. Baby wipes. We'll clean this up so I don't get it on me any more than I need to. It's time to play with fire. Where's my torch? So the black paint that I just put in there has a bunch of air bubbles in it. I want to get rid of those, so I'm going to use this torch. And it just kind of pops all the air bubbles. You don't want to leave it in one place too long because it'll burn and you'll definitely smell it. All right, I have a clump, something clumpy over here out of that black paint, so we're going to get it out while I can. Make sure there ain't nothing else in it. Get all the bubbles out. Let that set and run. Oh, beforehand, I did go through and make sure my kitchen table was level. We'll let that mix and I'll get caught up on chat. You swirl the paint as you pour is actually about what it looks like whenever that I'm painting over. It is definitely interesting, Peter. It is definitely interesting. I've been having a lot of fun doing this here in the last few months. While I'm letting that mix, this is one of the clocks that I've done in this technique. There's another one that I've done, similar technique. I got to plug my phone in before it goes dead. Sorry, guys. There we go. Did I mess everything up? Kill the view? I did push it over to one side, didn't I? Hopefully that's not too bad. Oh, that's probably even worse. I went the wrong way, of course. All right, I'm going to leave you there. Zombie Prepper, hello. Miss Sherry, thanks for stopping in. Yes, I'm having fun, and you're here just in time for the mess. You ready? Better put that down, and let's go. How does that look? Need it to run over here just a little bit and over here just a little bit. Take the torch, pop some of these bubbles. Need paint to run off this side. I got my purple color I was looking for. That's good. We're going to leave it just about like that because I am loving this swirl and this swirl over here. I do see a lot of air bubbles in it, so I'm going to hit it with the torch again. But I think I'm going to leave this like it is. Yes, I do believe I like the color scheme of today. Now these little blue areas are going to have the sparkles. Okay, I'm liking this. I am liking this. All right, where are we at? This will be dripping for a while. Oh, all the excess around on the edges, if I like what it looks like when it dries in a few days, I will peel it up and turn it into jewelry. Um, man, there's still a lot of bubbles in this. It is crazy looking, ain't it, Jake? It's all about not mixing across that color board wherever I put it. The color wheel, there we go. This color wheel is so important. Just stick to one half or the other half, otherwise you'll make mud. KOS, keep on shooting. Thanks for stopping in. Hopefully you like what I'm doing here, making this space scene. I'm going to spend probably another hour here in a little bit mixing other colors. I got one more record and 3 light plates I need to do. Yes, that blue clock is for sale. Message me on Facebook or whatever, and we'll discuss something. I'm really not selling anything. I'm doing more of trades. I don't know why. It's just fun. Shelly, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Oh, the blue, red, and gold clock was my attempt at camouflage. All right. Let's go back through and make sure I didn't miss anything. This is going to be dripping for a little bit. One thing I wish I had in here was more lighting. I did come up with some new lighting last night, but it left it out in the garage and I wasn't going through there this morning to get it after I fed the cats. The torch is just to pop the air bubbles. It heats up the paint and draws the air up out of the top, if you're just wondering. I've used 3 different types of paint. Good old Pittsburgh Ultra. It's a paint and primer in one. It's the base coat. I use it in black and white both. I've got this really thick acrylic paint, which was my red and white in this. And then I just started using the Master's Touch, which was my purple, or both my purples and my blue. But my blue, I added this model car metallic to it so I could get some sparkles. Well, I am just seeing bubbles. I don't see any like dried paint or anything, so I think we're good. I'm going to take this stick and go around the edge and collect a bunch of the drippings to try to get this to slow down, because as we're talking, the paint is spreading out. This is going to change for probably 3 hours. And then I have to let it dry for 2-3 days before I can put my first coat of epoxy on it. Then after my first coat of epoxy, it's got to set for a day, and then I can put my second and another 24 hour wait, and then the third. But me knocking the paint off of the edge, the drips off, should slow the spread down and help it keep mound up. Scott, hello. Thanks for stopping in. Do you remember what you titled The Making of the Big Cup You Made Me. Lila, actually, I have not titled it anything yet. I've tried to edit it about 6 times. It hasn't came out yet. I have a 3-part series to it, and truthfully, there's the original. It's going to become something else. All right. Scott. You're more than welcome, Scott. You're Canadian family, bud. Darren went to bed. Did I miss that? Country girl or city girl, country heart, you going to bed too? Well, I appreciate you both stopping in. I really do appreciate you. Darren, message me whenever you get a chance after you get some sleep. We'll work something out. It looks like we're dripping a lot still. It's not slowing down, is it? Now, one thing I don't want to do is knock it off this cup that it's just balancing on. Oh, I can't wait to bring you guys closer. I'm going to get you off that stand here in a little bit. I know it's late for Darren, but I figured you was going with him. But I appreciate you staying. All right, so while we're waiting on this a little bit, I'm going to squirt some more paint in these cups because I got a lot more mixing to do. It is 8:13 here in central Illinois and probably about 35 degrees out. I heard the wind whipping whenever I got up this morning. Hopefully it'll dry things out. Oh, Lila, you want to be blue? Okay, we can make that happen. I got to get up though. And wait, come back here. Don't run away. Oh, I can't do it. All right, I'll fix that later, Lila. For next time, you will be blue. How about that? All right, what colors do I need now? I need blue. And I don't think I want to use this white next time. I have some pre-made white. This is the latex paint, the same as the black, but just in white. Just because I don't feel like mixing it. That's the only reason why. Oh, and red. We'll start off with the red because it is the hardest. Uh-oh, Lila, what's going on here? Yeah, 10,000 miles apart does pose a little bit of a problem. Dawn, you want me to twerk? Are you sure you want to see that? You would have knocked that record over 6 times already? Well, Dawn, I'm too old for that. Does this work? I could shake my top half. Oh, Greg, hello. How are you? Hey, Jake, don't put him in timeout. He's one of my weird friends from here local. Yeah, it's just him. As long as he don't cuss, Greg, you'll be fine. But what you think about this, Greg? I'm making a mess, mixing paint. Actually, where are you at right now? Yeah, Jake, that's what I was thinking too. Scott, thanks for looking out for me. Oh, you're in Georgia, like the country, Georgia. Okay. So what's the weather like over there? Is it like 70 degrees in the morning and snowing in the afternoon? I lost my water. Yep, he's just a crazy friend. Oh, um, I do not like this thick paint. I think I want to try to stick to that. Thank you, Jake. I think I want to stick to that. This softer finishing touch paint. It's a lot easier to mix. I'm getting too old for this stuff. Yeah, message me on Facebook. That's not a problem. We'll figure something out. I'm pretty flexible when it comes to my artwork. Heck, I like trading for stuff that's on my about page too. I just got some cool stuff for my acrylics. Yeah, I think that's going to be all right. We'll put this over here so I don't spill it, and we'll head to the purple. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Um, Darren like Jake's shirts or his hoodie. All right, Greg, be careful. Watch out for the street people. So I'm thinking the drips are slowing down. And I might be able to move this here in a few minutes. So I can put another one in its place. And then I could show you even how cool the drips look. I really wish I could take these drips and just, well, I think I might do that. I'll take these drips and then I'll just glue them to each other one of these days. That's a pretty subtle hint there, Lila. A very subtle hint. All right, 2 down. I need to put sparkles back in this one too, don't I? So here is the blue metallic model car paint. Dab about like that in there. It is a cool blue, Charles. It is a cool blue. Scott, they're letting mail go north nowadays. Oh, lots of blue up here. Lots and lots and lots of mixing. All right, this phone's down to 75. I'm glad they bring it straight to your igloo. I've seen the porch on your igloo. You keep it quite clean. Send the dogs to the border. All right, there's 3. One last one. I'll make a stick. Yeah, I thought about that. I did think about that. I even got a little makeup brush that I was going to put in a drill. But I found something on Amazon, which is basically a little battery powered drill to help me from getting arthritis. Hopefully I'll have that here shortly. All right, we'll get that one out of the way because I don't need that anymore. We'll put that over there because I don't need that anymore. Add just a little bit of water. Scott, no way you're 3X. I know you're 6 foot something, but still. It's not a mullet, Jake. Not a mullet at all. It's all one length underneath this nice hat. I got stuff on my hands. Get my baby wipes. But look, it's all pulled back in a ponytail. It's all one length. It's been about 1.5 years since I've had it cut off. I got about 1.5 years to go before I donate it. You're big Mike size. Well, I met Big Mike. He's pretty cool. One of the nicest guys I've met in a while. Tell you what, Mike's never met a stranger from what I could see. I wish I had that confidence. But I'm getting that thanks to you guys and this great community I'm in. So we're going to attempt to move this. Think I could do it without dropping it? And there we go. What Charles say? What Charles say? My camera makes 20 pounds fatter, huh? You know, Charles, I'm not a homesteader either. They took me in. I'm going to try to take you off and show you a top view of this. I'm going to screw everything up. Hang on, guys. And what's cool is the drippings. Oh, let's make you dizzy. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. We got you back in sight. Yeah. Probably can't see me now. Got my head cut off, maybe. You can see the paper I got on the floor. Oh, I touched something. How did I get Lila's message up there? Look at me go, making a mess out of everything. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not very professional. All right. So here's another one. We're going to attempt another space scene. And oh yeah, we're going to have to mix some things up again. I bet you my coffee is missing me right now. Take my cup from earlier. Still got a bunch of goodness in the bottom. But what color should we start off with this time? Should we start off with the same color scheme? Nah, let's start off with red. Oh, I got to mix these first, right? Let's go with red. And then we'll go with purple. And a lot of this purple. Now, like I said, this is the indoor house paint, latex white. It has Floetrol and water in it. Go with a lot of white. And then we'll go back to this purple. Drop in some black. Changing things up just a little bit, but not much. Go with a little bit of this blue. Back to red. Was it red? Let's go with a little bit more white and then back to red. We're going to use white in a couple different layers for some reason. Don't know why I'm doing it, but we're just going to. That color, then this color. White. Purple. A lot of this blue. There's black next, right? Don Lee, hello. I'll catch up on chat here in just a minute. Just a little bit of black. Uh-oh. I forgot my colors orders. Do I go right back to red or did I throw some white in there somewhere? Ah, screw it. We'll just dump the rest of this in there. Let's throw some white on it just because I want to make things out of the ordinary. This purple, dump the rest of that in there. A little bit more white. The rest of this purple. We won't put no more black in it. We'll dump the rest of that in there. All right, we ready to flip? No, we'll let that mix for a second. How about that? And I'll get caught up on chat. If I missed anything, try to put it in capital letters and I'll get back to you, of course. I spent 2 days with Mountain Red Sea. Guess what's wrong? I agree, Jake. Put more blue in this time, huh? I don't have any more blue. I put it all in. I wish the blue did stand out a little bit more. I didn't put as much of the light purple in this time. Oh, Jake had to take off to let his 400 birds out. That man works hard. He has got one hell of a farm. All right. So we are at that point. We're going to do another flip cup. Wait, you guys probably want to see what it looks like on the inside too, don't you? About screwed that one up. It's any time to start seeds indoor, Lila. It's indoors. All right, so this black paint is a Pittsburgh indoor-outdoor paint mixed with latex and water. Latex. Floetrol and water. I do not use any silicones or anything in my paint because I don't want to try to get it out before I put my epoxy on. Time for fire. We're going to melt. We are going to pop the bubbles and let it set and run for just a little bit. I think I should have bought some stock into baby wipes. So you think this one's going to turn out something similar to that one? Or because I added a bunch more white, do you think the colors are going to mix a little different? All right, let's knock these off one more time. Give some more time for this to mix in this new cup. Think it's going to be similar, huh? I think it'll be different too. At least I'm hoping it's going to be different. Are we ready? Are we ready to make the mess? I'm going to pick it up and twist it and see if that puts a swirl in it. How about that? We're running a little bit to one side too much. One thing I like about working with records is you could bend just one side to get the paint to go where you want it to. You don't have to tilt the whole canvas. All righty. We'll let the air bubbles come up just a little bit. That way I can see if I can get some more cells out of it. The blue in this one came out way different. So it didn't come off of this edge over here. I'm going to try to coax it a little bit. And I do not like that orange spot or that orange spot. And it looks like I got a little bit of something right here. we'll just kind of zigzag that off, and we'll just kind of zigzag that one off. Everything else I'm liking. The blue mixed a little bit more with everything on this one, so we've got more sparkles everywhere. And I do not think I got whatever that is. All right, we'll let that set for a little bit. I think I got two things in here. I'm going to have to figure out how to get those out. All right, we'll leave it at that for a minute. Scott, should I make this a series? When I can't sleep and I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning and just thinking about stuff, I should clean up and get ready to do a painting on Saturday morning. All right. I am actually liking this. We're going to hit it with the torch one more time because I'm seeing a lot of bubbles. I will definitely be keeping my Facebook and Instagram up on how these go. Oh, I see something else right here in this purple. I don't want to grab it because it's going to mess up the purple. Okay, I'm done whining. AZ Highland Homestead, how we doing? Thanks for stopping in. I'm doing paintings this morning. I've done, apparently you could see that record, and I just did this one. It's still dripping. I've mixed up my own paint. I'm using 3 different kinds of paint. Good old latex house paint. I'm using some Master's Touch paint and some other kind of paint my wife had laying around, and mixing them all together and making things. That's my morning so far. I'll let you see it. It's going to change yet. It's got probably another hour's worth of molding. From the way it's looking, a little bit more of the white is going to come up through it. Yeah, it's going to definitely look different. And I do not have to make these into clocks. I have one, oh, I don't even know where it's at. I have one that I do not think will make a good clock, but I'm going to drill the middle of it out and put a magnet in it. And then that way I could stick, weird stuff to the painting just to make it a living painting. Man, these drips look cool. I'm hoping I could peel these up and use them for something else. So we have a lampshade in the other room that is all painted up. Maybe I could peel these up and then glue them to a lampshade. I think that'd be pretty cool. But we'll see. Not exactly for sure. Oh, uh-oh, got a hair in it. I might have to, if I'm doing this a lot, I might have to give my wife her dining room back. I have literally a room upstairs that we're using for storage. I could probably make that into an art studio. Just put plastic down on the walls and the floor and put one of those indoor tents in there. Is it an expensive craft? Hey, Tim, thanks for stopping in. I started my morning really early this morning. But Lila, expensive craft. This tube right here was $10.99. This smaller tube here was $5.99. You could go to the Dollar Tree or Dollar General and buy those little craft tubes. It has to be acrylic. Oh, let's see if I can reach it. Hang on. This right here is the flood flow trawl that I've been talking about. This is approximately $15 for a gallon. You're mixing everything 2 to 1, 4 to 1 with some water. And then once you start buying canvases, that's where you're going to spend your money, is in the canvas. And the epoxy to put over the top is about $70 a gallon. The epoxy, I'm going to say, is the most expensive part. But yeah, it's not exactly cheap, but I've had a lot more expensive hobbies. Like when I used to drink, that was a pretty expensive hobby. I'm glad I quit it. Oh, quick hint. Whenever you're trying to pick stuff out of these and you just can't do it with a regular one, break your stick in half and it gives you little fingers to scoop stuff up. No, I do not travel anywhere to sell these. So we've got a hair salon inside of Effingham. I hang them up there and I kind of just post them on Facebook and Instagram and people message me. Here's some work I got handy. This is my attempt on camouflage. The hands on that is walnut hands. They're kind of to look like sticks. Homestead family reclaimed. I'm glad, Mike. I'm glad that you are just listening. Are you in your shop with your feet all kicked up, watching the fire burn? Oh. There's another one I've done. And I could reach the third one now. So this one has glow in the dark hands on it. And my fourth one I have is actually up at the wife's salon. It's hanging up there. We got something over here too. Oh no. You know what that is? That's a fruit fly. Uh-oh. Apparently my bananas came with fruit flies. Well, that's going to be one bad thing about summertime, is the bugs will be out. congratulations on putting down the bottle. The last time I got drunk was on my wedding night. That was the end of September in 2001. And the sad thing it is I actually make wine. I've got probably 7 gallons of wine just sitting, 20 feet from me, 15 feet. Do they, Lila? I was wanting to message Rhonda because she had problems with it. I wanted to make sure my fix actually fixed it, because I hate whenever I send something out and it wasn't working. Well, it was working, but apparently it bounced around in shipping and it quit working. So I sent them a replacement hands and a replacement clock piece for it, so it worked. Judy May, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. I've done 2 paintings this morning. What you think? Can you even see them? Oh yes, Lila. I mean, it was a game changer for me for sure. I was 25 when I quit drinking. So that's about 25 is about when your frontal lobe matures. So it was perfect timing. Well, I think I am going to take you off of the stand, give you guys a show. Michael, hey, how we doing? MB Heritage Farms. I think I want to take you off the stand and give you guys a closer look to this, and I'm going to get off here. It seems like I've been on here for an hour. I'm sure it ain't been that long, but who knows? I appreciate you all for stopping in and spending your Saturday morning with me. All right. Oh, glare, wrong direction. There we go. I don't know. Hopefully you guys get a good look at them. I'm not much of a cameraman. All right. How bad is it? Oh, I guess I'm not that bad. All right. Let me see. Hello, Judy May. Have a great weekend. I gotta run. Time to get the day started. All right, Tim. See you later. Scott sounds, dang, I just got up. I missed the whole live stream. It is what it is. I've been up for a while. Speaking of getting up, my dog just got up. I'm gonna have to take her out. I appreciate each and every one of you. You're welcome, Lila. I appreciate each and every one of you, and hopefully you enjoyed what you've seen. Donnelly, just so you have seen the artists hang their paintings cans over their canvases and do a flint. Yeah, I'd like to do the palladium, yeah, whatever that word is. But it's too messy and I quite got the room. I appreciate you all. I'll see you next time. Remember, smile while you still have teeth. Goodbye. Be safe. Have a great weekend.